All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chuck was shipshape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live once again. You are listening to Beyond Sight and Sound. And I see that we've got quite a few people dropping into the chat. Good to see. Man, they're flying in there too. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that, especially considering we didn't even drop a link anywhere. How is it going, Chuck?
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I've been following the chat. Barb got herself a good deal on a Vortec, and she's asking if anybody's had them or run them. Yes, I have. And they had some problems with some of the updates and machines not turning back on, and they nailed it down to poor connectivity during the update. So if you're going to do an update on one, make sure you got a good solid transfer rate and hookup, and it should be fine.
And I've heard you want to use a high-quality cable as well.
Is another thing. Yes. Hey, Frankie. Frankie Juarez in the house. So there's a couple little glitches there, but it's a good machine. They really do well.
Yeah, I think they've got another hit on their hands. I mean, we've seen what KG and Ringy have been doing with theirs. Yeah, sure. And like I said, when the Apex was released, that was Garrett kind of dipping their toe into the simultaneous multi-frequency waters. And I fully expected them to see how things went, tweak on it, expound on it, and then we were going to see this incorporated into future models, maybe a continuation of the AT line, maybe a new line altogether, or a new machine altogether. And lo and behold, look at us now. Here we are with the Vortex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's good. I mean, Garrett's a good company, great customer service,
Right.
and an American-based company.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good. I don't know if all their parts come out of the U.S. They got to ship them in, whatever. But with the tariff thing going on, I got XP sent out a letter to the dealers, and it's basically explaining why they're going to increase their prices, and they say it's totally out of their realm of doing anything about it, which is wrong. If you know what, all governments, small to big corporations, can express their displeasure. But your XP prices here on this next shipment coming in are going up to the dealer and are going up to the consumer if you got XP equipment. They're wanting us to buy stuff that's there now. So we get good prices, but it's all going up. Yeah, it's all going up. Everybody and everything's going to go up until they settle back down and they start wheeling and dealing back. And there's been a couple countries, Canada, they're cutting deals back and forth. So,
hey, there's an idea.
Ship them to Canada and bring them in.
If France wants to become the 51st state,
yeah, that's interesting. No thanks. But that's all right.
Well, you know, Canada's already got a French influence.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I got to go out with Frank and Kevin Barkley and Clay Barkley and Emery today. They came over this way and we went out in the field and hunted. But the reason they came, we're going to explain this to everybody. If you are coming to swing into summer and camping, they changed the way they are doing it. They are not taking preliminary reservations.
No reservations.
It's first come, first serve the day of, and you book it for whatever you feel. So, you know, there's a couple recommendations. Get there early on Friday. And I think they told those guys they open at 8 a.m. and you should be there between 8 and 8:30. So pay attention to that. We'll bring that up several times. That's totally changed. Nothing had been posted, or they just changed it. And Kevin and Frank are going to have campers over there.
Yeah, it was news today.
Yeah. Frank asked them, said, what if you're full? If the tent camping area is not full, they're going to allow trailers to park in there, but there's no electrical hookup. But you can run your generator all night.
Ah.
And there's 60 sites with electricity. Kevin just put that up there in that campground. And it's a nice campground. It's right on the river. So it'll be interesting. Oh, Swansea made it in. Scott's in. We got more. Dave Riley's in. Yeah, welcome, everybody.
Yeah, got them coming in from New Hampshire, Wisconsin, and New Jersey.
Yeah. So, yep, that's the updates on stuff. Of course, the politics are flying, and in California, Trump didn't do very good on his popularity. He's down to 40% approval rate. That's California. So, oh well. I don't think he's losing any sleep over it.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
I'm not losing any sleep over it.
No, I'm kind of happy with it because fair's fair, you know. If you're charging us and we're just going, oh, we aren't going to charge you, and we take it in shorts the rest of our lives, as we have been, that ain't right.
No.
That ain't right. So, onward and upward. And I had a good week detecting. I found a lot of stuff, and I got a couple nice farm tokens today. I think I think Kevin Clay and Emery got some of those tokens, but Emery got the unusual find of the day. He found a chicken.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, he found a chicken, a lead chicken, and it's small enough. It looked to me, it was probably early Cracker Jacks.
That's an oldie.
That is an oldie, but that's my best guess.
It's been some time. 60 years probably since Cracker Jack, maybe 50 since Cracker Jack was doing that.
Yeah, they still put little puzzle books and stuff in it. The last I knew, they might not even be doing that now. And yeah, they are, Barb. The libs are melting down still. And
that's all right.
They came out and they found out this big event they had over the weekend, the protests all over the country. 100% was paid for by one man, George Soros. Period.
Imagine that.
Yes, that was all paid to be there. Of course,
I'd have never guessed that.
Yep, that was not only on the YouTube stuff, that was on national TV and stuff. Yeah, that was paid for by Soros. Most un-American man in the world today.
Well, good for him.
Yep. So anyway.
Look at all that money that helps stimulate the economy.
Yep. Basically boiled down to they didn't draw pictures by hand on their signs. They were all printed off and handed out.
Yeah. Such is life.
Such is life.
Definitely.
Okay, Kevin, on those aluminum tokens, some are pretty difficult, and I do think maybe some of the anhydrous and stuff they put on the fields affects them. Extremely hot water, expand it, drop it in cold water, contract it, and that helps take it off.
So, he's got some of them are kind of crudded up, huh?
Yeah. Dennis Grettencord, white vinegar and baking soda.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or if you'd like to go looking, there is I know like a lot of hardware stores will carry it for cleaning your storm doors. If you have an unfinished storm door, there's a product called aluminum jelly.
Yep.
And that stuff does phenomenal wonders on cleaning the crud off of aluminum tokens.
Good point. Yeah, clean them up as best you can. If they're bent a little bit, 2 pieces of wood and vise and just slowly bring them together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not repeating that, ORH. There you go. Barb says, what cleans aluminum tokens?
I thought we just covered that.
You did, but she said she missed it.
Huh. Well, I know she was in the chat. Electrolysis can clean aluminum tokens too, but aluminum jelly works very well. Just remember, don't try and cut corners. Get the aluminum jelly, not the navel jelly. There is a difference there, and you definitely want to make sure what you're doing with the other, because if that wind blows the fumes in your face, oh boy.
Randy DeMario has a question. Has anyone tried cleaning V-nickels that are red in color? Nickels are a hard item to clean. I take a toothbrush, and it's a powder called Zud, Z-U-D, and just paste over it. Certain toothpaste, if it's not really bad, that'll help, and you brush them and get the red to come up there, and it turns them dark. Don't try to do electrolysis. It'll turn coal black. Screws them up big time.
Yeah.
Yep. The V-nickel buffs, all of them, they're tough. They're very tough.
Yep, you've got to be very careful with that.
Okay, I'll throw one out at you. I got people that have been asking me, what's the best thing to use to clean up old brass locks? I tell them Brasso. Let's see what we come up with them. Yeah, Emery, you got to find them in a jar. They aren't red, are they? I saw them today, by the way. Also got to see and hold the rosette. That was pretty cool. That is a find. That's beautiful.
Oh, you got to hold it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's one to be proud of.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
Yep. I've found the old bridle rosettes before, but...
Okay. Jason, what about Renaissance wax for aluminum token? Fill us in. I don't know.
Not for cleaning it.
I don't know.
Renwax won't do anything for cleaning. Renwax just is used to seal an item to keep the air off of it.
Yep. Yep. He says it helps him read the Indians. That's copper.
What, Renaissance wax?
Yeah. Swansea says his Renwax seals it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I never used it.
And usually not because a lot of times you want that Renwax to be hot. Yeah. So not necessarily a good thing to use on your two-piece buttons.
Yeah, I've never tried it.
But if you're looking to...
She uses that wax to seal her Civil War buttons, which...
Yeah, but it's sometimes not a good idea to use it to seal two-piece buttons because of that air pocket. And if you drop it into hot wax, poof.
Pop them.
It can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it does always, but I have heard of situations where that has happened.
Elmer's glue on a copper or brass coin, you put it on, let it dry clear, peel it off, it'll pull a lot of the crap off. You can freeze and thaw the coin so it drops away. This is non-invasive stuff. Then you can start getting into lemon juice and different things mixed with it. But everybody goes, it's just lemon juice. No, it's acetic acid.
No, lemon juice is acid-based because it's citric acid.
Yep, Elmer's works good on a lot of things, Barb.
Yeah, as far as helping to get some of the crud off.
Yep, it really does. It gets down in cracks and crevices and whatever little left behind in the corners, you can kind of rinse it with water and it'll come right off.
Mm-hmm.
So there's lots of different ways of doing electrolysis, Frank's units,
Yeah, and now they come with the Hurricane.
Yep. Alan Landau lemon juice works great on gold. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And if you got really harsh discoloration of the gold, a little nitric takes it right off. Yeah, I have the Andre pencils too, dropped and forgotten for those little nooks and crannies.
Yeah, the Andre pencils, they're okay, but use them sparingly, because if you don't watch it, I mean, you're removing a lot of material, and you could wind up knocking details right off of the coin or other item that you really didn't want to knock off.
If it's to the point you really can't read anything and you want to, then you can be a little more invasive. Use them. They've got the one with it's like an eraser end.
Mm-hmm.
And they do good job.
Or you can even use just ordinary pencil erasers.
Right.
Or if you're looking for something that holds up a little better than, say, your common toothpick, get a nylon nylon toothpick.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it, and I mean, if they're crudted up so bad you can't hardly see it on the electrolysis units, the Thunder Thrasher, that vibrator with a little bit of triple-aught steel wool, and start just working through it and get down to it, then pick it away and try a little electrolysis to lift it off just to see a date. I mean, if it's at that point, it doesn't matter on your coppers or your brass, unless it's George Washington button or something. You don't want to be messing, send it into a conservator.
Right.
Yep. So there's all kinds of ways. Bench grinder, according to ORH, with wire wheel. Grinder with a super disc, Richard.
That's right there with the flamethrower.
Yep. Yeah. So there's all kinds of ways to conserve them. Silver, don't dip it. Don't put it in those cleaners. Just do a light electrolysis, and that stuff drops off pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's still clean. I mean, but if you got something that, you got to get the crud off, get it off.
Just like gold, silver is a regent metal, and it handles electrolysis very, very well.
Yep. Right. Kevin, he says melting candle wax on items is non-invasive. So is the Elmer's glue.
Mm-hmm.
About the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are as many options out there as the day is long.
Barb has all the stuff to clean Indians. She just doesn't have the Indians, and Barb's down there. I found a couple last year. Were they standing up in front of cigar stores or what? Just thought I'd throw that out there. Oh, she bought a case of them. Wow.
A case of cigar stores?
I don't know. Actually, DG, I have over 50 of them in a case I bought. LOL.
Well.
Under the teepee in Cherokee. Okay. So, anyway.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, there definitely is. And you have to know when to call the cookie done, so to speak.
Yes.
You can always go forward. You can never go back.
Fred Mack, Colinite metal wax cleans aluminum and copper really good. Steve Pacifico's in the house. You know which machines are good.
Yeah, he uses them. The best machine is the one that works for you.
That's right. That's right. So, anyhow.
I'm going to have to bring up my other screen here and see. Oh, yeah, they're all wired up in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's flipping right along here. Steve's in the house. Hey, Phil, how you doing? How you doing, Steve? I wonder if you guys, Steve, did you get the rains in the Jersey that's been coming up the coast? Just wondered.
5 Mile Relic Hunter in the house.
Mm-hmm. Got a pretty full house here, bud. Yeah.
Yeah. I see that Scott is in. He's been in though. He was in there at the beginning before we went live, along with Barb and Dennis and Bill.
Yeah, I'll bet it rained there. Boy, I'll tell you what. I don't know if Barb got the heavy rains in her area again or not. She went from forest fires maybe back to the rain and floods.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
But you never know. I mean, some of these areas, they just can't catch a break.
No. They're warning people down around Natchez South because they may see record levels on the Mississippi River.
Yeah. Not good. Not good at all. But that's the way it happens, unfortunately. I mean, the weather patterns have been
Weird.
Strange this year.
Right. It's odd stuff. Now we're going down into the 20s tonight and the next night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Covering flowers that are in already are up. Jill's been doing that.
Yep. Got to.
Got to.
Of course, the people in Minnesota, they probably say, well, this is normal. We're used to this. Although with the way the weather patterns have been, it is spring in the Midwest.
Yeah, Barb, that cold's headed your way because it's dropping all the way south.
Yeah.
Asparagus up, huh, Dennis? I didn't go check mine, but I got leaves over the top of them yet.
Oh. Well, there you go.
ORH has a new grill. Hey, good. I'm glad you like that AccuPoint.
Actually, that's a griddle, I believe.
What's that?
ORH.
He said new grill.
Well.
Ooh, Barb, you're going to probably have to be close to covering them if you're going down to 33 tomorrow night. That's too close. You go out and find wilted lettuce.
Right.
That wouldn't be good. Oh, griddle too. Well, what you cooking and when we coming over?
Yeah.
Well, I like that pinpointer, bud. That
it is a good pinpointer.
Good pinpointer. It really is.
Yeah.
So AcuPoint. Is that what you want? Name it. ORH. So anyway, we wanted to get the news out to you tonight. Any of you guys been out there finding something neat? Let us know.
Tom Kingery in the house.
Oh, there is. Yep. Yep.
He snuck in there.
Slid in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good to see Steve-O in there, Mr. Pacifico.
Right.
Where's Frank been? Has he dropped off the face, or what's going on here?
I think he's been busy building ugly boxes.
Yeah, could be. I have to give him a call. I'm out of Aquatex. See if he's got any of them built back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dennis just got my last one for the 800s.
Oh,
Bullseye Canteen. 5 Mile Relic Hunter found a Bullseye Canteen.
nice.
In an 1858 Flying Eagle scent. Way to go. Frank?
That's the way to do it.
Steve says Frank's in the loony bin. Welcome to the club. We're all there.
Yeah, but we asked what he's been up to lately. He's been in the bin.
Yeah.
For quite some time. Randy DeMario, 57 Rosie.
40 Mark.
52 Franklin.
Oh, we got a Frankie. Cool.
And a 40 Merc. Good job.
Into the silver.
Yeah.
There you go, boys. Keep getting them out.
That's right.
Yeah, I got out. I got some farm tokens, but I got a Tom back button and a very old 36 cal round ball. I'm looking for a spot that gives me a smoking gun to prove something I think happened in War 1812 there, but I found a lot of equipment, but no smoking gun. In other words, I haven't found a regimental badge or anything like that.
And I believe, didn't you say that Tom back button was intact?
Yep.
Which is really saying something. I mean, you don't see Tom back show up that often that far west.
No.
I mean, like if Swansea jumped in and said he found a Tom back button, that wouldn't be all that surprising.
Well, Steve, those guys all out east.
Right, or Steve, yeah. Because, I mean, now you're talking East Coast. Tom back turns up fairly, it's a common occurrence there.
Right.
But it's not as common in Illinois.
No. Cool. St. Patrick. Alan got out. Wheaties, St. Patrick, Skeleton Key, and Clad. Cool.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that either. I mean, you got to get your coil over it.
Right. Yep. Oh, that's another thing we need to talk about. We're firmed up, thanks to John and Alan, on the ID Me hunt at the Illinois-Iowa Swing into Summer. And they got good prizes now. They got, yeah, it's going to be a good time. So that's kind of in between it. Alan and John told me it takes about a half hour, 35 minutes for a 3-man team, and you're limited to time. You know, the 3 of you test the target, come up with an ID and mark it off and write down what you think it is on the list. And it'll be a good time. Those boys are going to be doing that. And yeah, it's going to be a busy day. Well, hopefully we get the panning contest together. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to say much, but I know that Debbie's under the weather, so to speak. So I don't know what's going on there, but I tried to call, no answer. So I'll try calling her again here this week and see how she's doing. Because it knocked her out of the hunt down in, where was that one? Down in Show Me, right? Show Me Hunt?
That would have been last weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
She didn't get to go.
Right.
And then cancellation. Kodoha, keep talking about that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Treasure Fest 8 has been canceled. It was sad news for Scott McClure. But then again, like I said then, it's not necessarily any big surprise. I've been waiting to see something like this pop up for one of the events, sheerly because of what the current prices are for gold and silver. I don't know what the other conditions were behind Treasure Fest canceling, but I mean, because they did mention there were some other contributing factors aside from the prices of gold and silver, but they didn't go into detail as to what those were, and that's fine.
Yeah. Well, right now gold and silver are on a retreat. Really, silver took a pretty hard hit.
Oh.
Yeah, what'd that drop back to? Come on, Dennis, shoot it off at me. I
right.
My phone to look it up.
We need somebody to throw the current prices out there in the chat. I'm sure Dennis will have it.
And 5 Mile Relic said the Show Me
Hunt was fun. That's what I heard from a number of people. Silver 29.17.
Yep.
Oh my, they did drop back quite a bit.
Took a hit.
Welcome to Bob.
Yeah, this whole deal going on, everything is coming back, and we'll see.
Right.
Gold
$3,006.80. Man, they both really took a step back.
Well, the gold, I've been waiting for that to happen anyway. There had to be some profit taking going on.
Mm-hmm. But you figure, compared to Wednesday, silver dropped by like $4.
Yep. That's about 20%, 19% drop. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's still running 21 times face, basically, on your silver coins.
Yep.
Which I guess, yeah, I did notice that last night that silver had taken a big drop.
Okay, Scott made a comment here. Based on what he knows and who he knows, it's his opinion that the price of silver had very little to do with the hunt being canceled.
Well, and he could be right. Because I have not spoken with the powers to be with Treasure Fest. I just relayed the news from the post that was made.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of one of those deals where, hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Right.
I just
gold just dropped another $1. Hey,
just like that.
Buddy, he just got in from hunting. What'd you find? Talk to us. Illinois Digger.
Ill Digger.
Yep, he's in. So,
well, if he just got in from hunting, hopefully he was doing well and it kept him out in the field till dark.
right. I'll shoot this at you, Tim. The boys came over to try and register for their camp spots.
Got to let him know.
Yep. I don't know if you're planning on camping at Swing in the summer or what you're going to do. They changed it. They don't take advanced registration for them anymore. It's day of. You show up. They say show up between 8:30 on the Friday you want it. Thursday, whatever. And they'll sign you in if they have a spot. And they also said on camping that if the tent campers area isn't full, they'll put campers down in there. Although you have no electricity, you can run your generator all night if you need to. Again, just trying to tell everybody ahead of time.
Right. Yep. And it wouldn't surprise me if we mentioned that a couple more times before we're out of here.
Yep. And Tim, I know this is going to break your heart. Deus is raising their prices due to tariffs.
Yeah.
So, and their Deus 3 was supposed to premiere this summer, shortly. At least that's what they're saying. There's a couple teasers. You can go online. It explains the 10 things that they changed. Well, okay. I don't know how many people are planning on camping. Now, that spot that they're talking about, the 80 spaces, I don't know if they included fishermen's quarters or corners down the line, which has another 20, I think. So,
all we can say is the early bird gets the worm. Get there first if you want to ensure that you've got a spot.
Okay. Oh, Tim found some buttons today. Antebellum button. Oh, he found a small
Nice.
half of a cuff link and the other small flower button. Cool. Today was a button day.
Right.
Yep. I found a tomback. So, flat button. Nothing on it, just a flat tomback. So,
right. Well, one thing I can guarantee is I will not be taking up one of the camp spots.
no. I didn't figure that.
I don't camp. The ground's too hard.
Barb, you are correct. Come one day early, set up, stay through the weekend.
If I'm in the campground, it's because I know someone else with a camper, and they're already taking up a spot.
Scott, I don't know if they're taking. Hey, Alan, take care, bud. We'll talk.
We'll see you, Alan.
Yep. Well, that's about all the news that I have.
And soon we'll have some news on the Swing Into Summer Flyer.
Yeah. As soon as I get some pictures tagged into it.
Right.
Hey, Tim, I found that Tom back in an area that I have found some very old stuff, and I'm trying to tie a knot on it and prove
just not getting there.
Not quite getting what I need. So
don't get me wrong, it's all good indication, but nothing concrete to nail it down?
Just nothing there. I keep working on it. 36 caliber old round ball too, fired.
And that is old.
That is old. It was either a pistol or a squirrel rifle. That's what they call squirrel rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'll keep looking. Don't know if I'll ever tie that knot on what I want to prove, but
well, you'll at least have fun trying, even if you don't.
Yeah, I find a lot of neat stuff. I go looking for War of 1812 buttons, and I work that site that I've been working, and I find a Confederate Texas button. Go figure.
Yeah, that's when you just kind of step back and go, huh, that was fun.
Yeah, guys dying for that star, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, they're collectible. You know that.
Yep.
Ain't no doubt. But that's a cool one to have in your collection. It really is.
In the case.
That's where I'd have put it too.
It's in the case.
Oh yeah.
Well, buddy, I'll tell you what. I think we bored them enough, unless they want to hear us ramble on some more.
Oh, I don't know. Did we bore everybody enough? Was that sufficient boring?
Yeah.
The survey says.
Now, here's a question to answer. Scott McClory, what's clamping? Or H.
Nice, Bill. I know where he lives.
Wow. Clamping is...
I'm going to guess he's clamping frames.
No. Clamping is a type of camping that everything is kind of like pre-set for you. Don't stay there.
Chuck, does the star have a CS in the middle?
Yes, it does.
Oh. No wonder everybody's trying to get at it. Nice.
Yeah, and you found an 1812 era button in Northern Illinois. I'm trying to find 1812 stuff on this site. So, and the reason, and we kind of figured out how, knowing how that Texas button got up there, we're not far from the Rock Island Arsenal, which was a Confederate prison.
Right.
And figured somebody got let loose and lost the button down there. So, and others have been found, not Texas, but there's been a couple other CS buttons found in the area. Mostly what we find are the standard issue Union, artillery, cavalry, that type of stuff. The A, the C is on them. But no, I'm working this one site and I come up with that and I'm like, that's a Texas button. Holy crap. How did that get here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it makes you wonder, but then again, hey, that's why Chuck finds all the cool stuff. Every now and then I get lucky.
Well, that's accident. I'm looking for something and these things come up and I go, why?
Right? Yeah. What? Here? How? Why?
So I just keep looking for the War of 1812 stuff and I come up with everything else. Indian trade goods, things like that.
Hey, sometimes that's,
it's fun.
Some people would tell you that's a heck of a problem to have, Chuck.
Right.
Kind of like there for a while, I went through this stint where anytime I found a silver half, it was a barber. and everybody's like, "Oh, it's a tough life. That's a heck of a problem."
Yep. Hey, Tim, Illinois sent, you go down around Pike County, Southern Illinois, there's books on, or we sent almost a regiment of men from Southern Illinois went into the Confederacy. So,
Yeah.
they came back up here and moved about. So you never know what you can find.
Well, and that's a good point, Chuck. Because I've had people ask me before, how are you guys finding Civil War items in Northwest Ohio? And it's like, well, you got to stop and remember at some point, those who could come home did come home. And they lost it here then.
Mm-hmm. And the whole thing is tying this in to where we're actually having swing into summer on part of the site that this War of 1812 battle ensued.
Yeah. Now that ought to make people excited.
And I'm just trying to track down how the movements went, where the camps were. There were not a lot of regular soldiers on either side. There were volunteers and U.S. Then there were British and Indians, and they had a large group of Indians and like 12 British against 7 regular troops from the U.S. with about the same amount of volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
But they know they had the battle. They shelled the island. The guys that escaped. The Indians attacked one punt boat full, and it ended up being women and children on it, and they massacred the whole boat. And it was a 2-day battle. And it left Credit Island, Davenport, and came to Campbell Island, Illinois.
Right. I mean, and people have got to realize, and I'm sure they do, that's not a guarantee that you'll find 1812 items at Swing Into Summer, but just the potential that you could should make you excited.
And there's been some good wild coin finds there. There's been Morgans found there. There's been bus coins.
Mm-hmm.
It's hunted, yes, but it's still pretty cool work along the river's edge.
Well, and even though it's hunted,
yep.
I mean, you know as well as I do, they don't get it all.
I'd be willing to bet you go work along the river, you'll get lead. Weights.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of that.
Lots of lead.
Lots of lead, split shot, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, who knows? Who knows?
Very true. Very true.
Yep. Oh.
Let's see here.
Any more interesting tidbits out there that need to be talked about, you guys?
Oh, no. Dennis is talking something about 2 buttons that were found 6 miles apart.
Yeah, he found New York.
Oh, okay.
New York buttons.
Mm.
I don't know if they were I buttons or if they were just standard issue or what.
See, this is what happens when I only catch part of the conversation in the chat. Kind of like the clamping, only this one didn't turn as bad. Interesting.
Right. Barb's hoping to find Civil War stuff in Meridian.
In Meridian, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you're in Mississippi. It's possible.
Oh, yeah.
Very possible.
There you go. then it says New York Excelsior buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Any hints on the big NACA announcement? Nope.
I know nothing.
We don't know anything. We've told you that before.
All I can say.
Other things too.
All I can say is if you're not attending Swing Into Summer.
Scott found his first ringtail sharps bullet in Missouri last weekend. Good on you, bud.
Nice. If you're not attending Swing Into Summer and you want to know what the big NOCTA announcement is and you feel like you're going to be missing out on something, I am going to do my best to catch that announcement live or upload the video as soon as possible.
Yep. And for those of you who have interest in DAS, I read some of the letter there to you on them increasing prices due to tariffs.
Right. So you DAS fans, you may want to order them quick.
Yep. And they're coming out with the DAS 3. They don't have them here yet, so they're going to be expensive. And that's supposed to release sometime this summer, the way I understand it.
Right.
Right. So, well, buddy, I'll tell you what. We got this far into it. Good night.
Well, you should probably announce the camping again.
Yeah.
Leave.
If you didn't catch it, you come in late in the game. You have to sign in day of to get your campsite. They recommend you be there early in the morning, 8 to 8:30. If I'm correct on that, Kevin, if you're still with us. And get your campground. That one has 60 units in it. I don't think they counted fishermen's quarters, but there are other campgrounds in the area. You can look them up.
And is that 60 including campers and primitive?
No, just 60 campers. Their primitive field is probably 2-3 acres down the line a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, and Kevin, park office opens at 8 a.m. and they're going to roll out early and be there early. And old Bark says there's 17 tent sites. They're big tent sites then.
But apparently.
Yeah.
Because I'm going, wait a minute, that math don't math.
But anyhow, Barb, good luck with that new detector. Did you?
I think she'll like it.
Yeah. She will like it. They're a good unit.
Oh, and you haven't shipped Barb's prize yet because...
Nope. I went to the post office. It was a day or two after you won it. They said, hang on to anything going south-southeast. All the roads are shut. Some of them are still shut going down through Illinois. They're flooded out. So I just held back on it. I'll send it in a day or two, Barb, make sure it gets there.
Yep. You never know.
That's going to be a tight fit, ORH, but it's a big spray nozzle. So
and there you go.
Oh, we're losing it. I'm going to get out of here. Dennis is talking about soap on a rope and drop soap and all kinds of stuff. So,
yep. They're getting wild and crazy. It's time to go.
Yeah.
We've got them sufficiently fired up.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yes, it is. Thanks for having me on there, buddy. The rest of you be safe. Find a bucket lister. Safe travels to you if you're driving to some hunt somewhere. Take care.
We'll see you, Chuck.
We'll see you, Josh. Bye.
And for everyone else, I guess that's my cue as well. If you enjoyed the show, throw us a like. You can follow us here on YouTube. You can follow us on your favorite podcast distribution services. You can follow us on the Beyond Sight and Sound page on Facebook, the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. And like I said, for those not attending Swing Into Summer, I will be doing my best to get that NOCTA announcement live or uploading the video uploading the video as soon as possible after the fact. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you may want to be, and make sure and click that notification bell too so you don't miss any updates such as this one that I know nothing about. Have a wonderful evening, folks. Get out there and find it if you can. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.